Hello guys, I'd like to share a secret of life. So for me, the secret of life is putting a break, pausing myself, and reflecting my past life. What things I did great and what things I didn't. So today I would like to share 15 lessons that I learned and I wrote after I reflected my life. So the first one is never stop reflecting on past life, but don't let it drag you down. If you are emotion-led people, that means you need to be careful because emotion will lead you to extremely difficult situation that you may even take a life. Second one is spend time more with qualitative people. It doesn't matter how many friends you have, but it matters what kind of friends you have. Number three is dig out to find places to give others. So when you give others, you actually get certain kind of joy that you will not get from any other things. Number four is not all people are important in your life. You need to figure it out what kind of people is necessary and what kind of people is important to you. You don't have to go and chase everyone to make them happy. Number five, don't let yourself to cross your standard limits and others. So you need to make a circle, or you need to have that limitations, and when you cross that limitation you will tell yourself, hey, I'm getting out of order. And when other people also come into your life and try to cross your limitation, you can easily tell, oh, this guy, this people it's trying to rule over me. So you can set that limitation, you can set a circle. Another number six would be, if people don't care about you, gently approach them. Try 70 times. If it doesn't work, ignore them, but don't hate. I already said you don't have to chase everyone. Not everyone is important in your life. You need to make a decision. You have to approach to them gently, talk with them gently and nicely, but you don't have to go and chase them. You don't have to make happy them, but don't hate. That's the important thing. Number seven is don't blame others if they have already told the truth. That means if already told you things that you need to do, and if you do not do, that's your fault. So don't blame on them. Blame yourself and try to reflect on it, try to correct, try to accept it. 8. When you have time, try to love, otherwise you may be the subject of hatred. What do I mean by this? This means when you have time, show them love. Don't hate them. When you have money and someone does not have, and someone asks for you certain money, just give them. Be generous, because one day you will also need. Number 9, don't let your past define you, neither by others. You need to be careful with this one. As I already said in number 1, never stop reflecting on past life, but don't let it drag you down. If you are emotion-based people, try to come out from your zone, your comfort zone. Try to be a little bit extrovert. Try to experience what kind of things that you need while living in this world. Try to be more realistic. Number 10, learn to be happy in others' happiness. That's one of the keys to make yourself happy, because you never know what things will make you happy. But when you put yourself on other happiness, actually you will get opportunity to take that to the happiness and involve in their happiness. Number 11, people may dislike you because you are not the same as you used to be. Well, this is life, and during its process you get more matured. Disliking people are childish, not matured. To be honest, I'm not the same once I used to be. When I was a child, I used to act like a child, just like Jesus said. But when you are grown up, you have to act as a matured. Number 12, if you can't move up, don't gossip, rather you try. This is our human nature, right? When we see our friends getting a good social status, getting a good job, better job than you, then we started to have negative sense, negative mind. Why my friend is moving higher and higher, but right now I'm here, still I'm here. Instead of gossiping that thing, try to exercise what you can do it. We all have that passion. We all have that capacity to do better. It's just a matter of thing that we are lazy most of the time. Number 13, never vomit your anger on other people's face. You need to be careful to whom we are talking. Never try to define yourself with the situations and put the situation in other people's head. Number 14, paper letter is best means of communication. That's interesting. Social media gives you more stress and makes you weaker relationship. Yeah, actually I have experienced this one. When you send a message through social media, the same emotions, same expression you put in your writing through social media, the people who read it do not get that sense, that emotions, and you may have misunderstanding and conflict. So it's always better to have a face-to-face conversation, or you can write a letter, not very often. Number 15, learn to respect people because everyone is going through some sorts of difficulties, difficult situation of life, difficult seasons of life. We are living our individual life. My friend is not living my life. My parents, my family, my relatives, they are not living for me. I'm living for myself. So when you live by yourself, obviously you will experience difficult things in your life. And putting that in mind, if you experience difficult in your life, you need to understand they are also living their individual life, and they also experience difficulties in their life. They also experience problems in their life. So learn to respect each other. We are all on the same boat. It's the only thing that sometimes we get happiness in a certain period of time, we get sorrow, we get difficulties, but we all get sorrow, we all get happiness, but we need to understand and try to respect each other. So these are my 15 lessons that I've learned in my life. So I would like to encourage all of you, take a time to reflect your life. What did you do? And if you did something that is not helpful in the past, mark it with a red pen and try to correct it. It's not impossible. Sometimes the things may seem like a mountain, but let us all put our trust, even our burden, our happiness, our problems, our difficulties, to the Christ who took our burden, our sins on that day, on the cross on that day, and He will take all those pains. If you need wisdom, if you need strength, just go and ask to God. Just like in Matthew chapter 21 verse 22 says, I would like to read for you guys here. And whatever you ask in prayer, you will receive, if, mark there, if you have faith. So everything you try to offer to God, when you go and kneel down before the throne, go with the faith, and surely He will answer your prayer. It's the matter of thing that it may take some time. If it takes some time, just learn to have patience, wait for it. If you get the answer, be wise to use it. And if your answer is never heard or never answered by God, try to examine your life. Why God didn't answer? Is it because of my lack of faith? So I think this sharing is helpful for you, and I'm sure that we all are going some sorts of difficult season of life. I hope this video will bless all of you. Thank you. See you in the next video.